And a bit closer in. That's what
Actually, we're just...
and then
Are they looking to me?
That person is Joseph Coelho.
Wowee! Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be joining you all here today. It's particularly poignant because I used to work here as an acting stage manager. So yeah, it's lovely to be treading the boards again. It's becoming the 12th Waterstones Children's Laureate is a funny thing. It's not something my younger self would have ever imagined for himself. For a long time, even being a writer was beyond the scope of my horizons. All that changed with poetry, and performance poetry in particular. While studying archaeology at UCL, I found myself spending just as much time with the Drama Society and the London Poetry Society Cafe as I did in my lectures. I did enjoy my degree, but the arts were opening up something inside me that I did not know was there, a desire to create and to share. I can still recall doing my first Poetry Society gig. I'd been working for some really horrible advertising firm in between my lectures, and after work on a hot summer's day, I found myself running to the Poetry Society in an ill-fitting suit to put my name down for the open mic. My legs were shaking. The crowd was small but welcoming. I read a poem, and the audience gasped. Oh, yes, without any prompting. And I was hooked. There is a magic in poetry. It's a lens through which we can all spy endless horizons. I would love my tenure as Laureate to share that magic, to allow as many people as possible, young and old alike, to peer through poetry's spyglass and to see themselves waving from far-flung lands. I want to ensure that every child gets to see themselves as a writer, as a poet, as an illustrator, as a storyteller. Every child should be allowed that dream, and through diversifying bookshelves and introducing children to a wide selection of bookmakers, that dream can become a reality. I have a lot of surprises in store over the next 2 years, but in essence, like I suspect all of us, I'm just trying to connect and heal my younger self, a self unable to imagine a future writing and publishing books. Through this work, through the young people and families I'm lucky enough to interact with, I'm trying to reach down through time and tell little Joe, you can write, you can be a writer, your voice is valid, your words are waiting to be heard, because I know that when the youth of today hear that message, he'll hear it too. Thank you. Thank you.